Enantiomers, optical isomers which are non-superimposable mirror images of each other are called enantiomers, and the phenomenon is called enantiomerism. For example, here I am writing Fisher projection formula. I am showing this one. This is CHO aldehyde, HOH, and CH2OH. This we call glyceraldehyde. It have mirror image character CHO, OH, H, and CH2OH. It have mirror image character but non-superimposable each other. If you keep as it is this molecule on this one, not like inverting, as it is this molecule A is there, suppose A, and here A, as it is you have to keep A on A. This is A on A only. You have to keep again A, like that. We are keeping, and this is H and OH, so they are not matching each other. And here OH is there and H is there here. Here right side OH and here right side H. Non-superimposable that character. You can take your both hands. I think you know that one non-superimposable character. You can see these are the non-superimposable character. This is both fingers is not matching. This is got it. You have to keep hands not like this. If you are keeping like this, that's maybe matching each other. You can't keep like this. So you have to keep as it is, reverse. So that is non-superimposable character. If you are keeping as it is, this is means this is not the superimposable. This is superimposable, but this is not correct way. So this is you can see mirror images each other. This is mirror images looking. So you have to keep as it is like this. Then these are not matching all fingers. That is the non-superimposable nature. The molecule which can show non-superimposable, that is optically active and enantiomer. All as it is same except rotation of plane polarized light. Except rotation of plane polarized light. Suppose this is D. D means dextrorotated or plus sign. This is L, levorotatory or minus sign. So this is the enantiomers. If this is D means this should be L. But D and L you have to prove only by experimentally. By looking molecule you can't give. So if they said this D means mirror image should be L, or they said L means mirror image should be D. It have almost all properties same. All properties same. Physical properties, chemical properties, everything is same. These molecules have same physical and chemical properties generally. Same physical and chemical properties. So that's why enantiomers we can't separate easily. We can't separate easily because same physical property means they have same boiling points, same melting points. If same boiling point means we can't use any distillation method to separate each other. So we can't separate out. But it can show a reactivity different with respect to different chiral reagent. How to separate enantiomers we can see later. Enantiomers meaning you got it, I think so. Mirror images but non-superimposable. Those we call enantiomers. And next one, diastereomers you can write. These are non-mirror images, non-superimposable. Non-mirror images, non-superimposable. These are the basic point here. You have to keep in mind. Okay, for example, here I am giving CHO, HOH, HOH, CH3. There are how many chiral centers is there? Can you identify that one? Actually, which is I am showing this cross. The junction is one carbon.
Sir, two.
Yes, correct. Two chiral centers. Yeah, you can give your answers through chat box also fine. So two chiral centers. Is it mirror images each other? Check it.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, these are mirror images. Now I am giving other one. What about I am giving one, two, three. One and two mirror images. What about one and three and two and one, two and three?
They're not.
One and three and two and three. Is it any mirror images each other?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No. So which is non-mirror images and non-superimposable also. So those we call diastereomers. But one and two,
Enantiomers.
yes, mirror images each other. That's why enantiomers. Enantiomers. So with one chiral center, diastereomerism is not possible. You can note down that point. Minimum two chiral centers required to show diastereomerism. Minimum two chiral centers. Minimum two chiral centers required to show diastereomerism. Minimum two chiral centers. But for showing enantiomerism, one chiral center is more than enough. One chiral center is enough. And diastereomers have different physical properties. When they have different physical properties, then automatically you can separate out very easily. You can write that point. Diastereomers have different physical properties, but same chemical properties. Diastereomers have different physical properties. When they have different physical properties means they may have different boiling point, different melting point, they may have different density. Got it? All these are different things. So then automatically if different boiling point means can you apply for distillation process to separate these things?
Yes, sir.
So distillation means I think so two different boiling points means automatically you can apply this one. Got it? So diastomers you can separate out very easily, but enantiomers you can't separate out. Diastomers may be optically active or inactive. You can note on that point also. Diastomers may be optically active, sometimes inactive also. But enantiomers always optically active. Always optically active. So I'm giving list of diastomers. So you may can get doubts on how that is optically inactive. I'm going to give that question answer. That point also I'm giving. Cis and trans are diastomers. Syn and anti also diastomers. Exo and endo also diastomers. And E and Z all these are diastereomers. Now we can see cis and trans.
Sir, what is exo and endo, sir?
Yeah, we'll discuss. Okay, otherwise I will upload that one. We'll discuss that is. This is trans compound. This is cis compound. Is there any chiral center here? No. Okay. It have plane of symmetry also. It have center of symmetry, this molecule. So these are optically inactive, but still diastereomers. So all diastereomers may be all diastereomers optically active. This statement true or false? All diastereomers are optically active.
False.
False. Okay.
False.
But all enantiomers are optically active. That is true.